Hello, everybody. We welcome you to this edition of News You Can Use. I'm your host, Thera Martin, and we are glad to be with you today. We're going to shine the spotlight on an organization called the Brightside Academy, and boy, do they have a great story to share. And then when we turn the page a little bit later on in the show, we will shine the spotlight on the Northwest Victim Services Organization. They'll be doing a fundraiser coming up, and they too have some important information that they're going to deliver to you today on this edition of News You Can Use. We'll be back in just a moment. And now it's time to start our program. If you just turned your television on, hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm the host, Thera Martin, and I want to introduce two of my friends. They are from the Brightside Academy. Marissa Golden, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Taylor, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I am so excited because for a minute it looked like it was going to take forever to make this happen, but Brightside Academy is a story worth telling. I mean, I want to get on the rooftop somewhere in Philadelphia and just shout it to everybody, the services that you provide. Now, you are a child care agency. Would that be the correct way to describe it?
Yes.
We are an early learning child care company. We have 26 academies in Philadelphia.
Wow.
And they are prominently placed in our neighborhoods where we are servicing the families in those communities.
And servicing is what you do, and that's what grabbed me. I was so glad the day we had an opportunity to meet this past summer of 2017.
Yes.
You happened to pop through the Panatti Recreation Center where I work in my other life, and I was sold. I looked at the flyer and I read the flyer and I was like, what? You provide all of this? And that was it for me. We were off to the races, weren't we?
We were. It was amazing. It was so. I thank you so much for having that opportunity to be at your rec center and also to give us the platform to be able to tell our story and to tell all the things that we do offer at our 26 locations. We do offer programs for our children that are specialized and in unique ways, and we do it individualized as well as group. And we have also, we offer meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinners. We offer them free formula, free baby wipes, free diapers, free training pants.
Stop right there for a second. See, when she said all of this to me, that's what had me just like stars is popping out of my head. Free this, free that, free the other. Now that's for low-income families, for low-income mothers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But I want people, this is what I want people to know, because some folks will use, I've got a baby, I've got a toddler, as an excuse to not do anything, to not go back to school and finish your education, or to further your education, to not go get a job. No excuses. Brightside Academy exists.
Yes, we have those services for them. And it is an encouragement. Let us watch your child while you increase your education, while you meet your personal and adult goals, because your strength is going to be the strength for your young child that you're looking to educate.
Okay, so now Brightside Academy, I guess you could say you've got a floating scale, or it depends on what the income level of that family is or of that single parent is. Is that how it goes?
In some cases, yes. Parents can be private pay parents, or they can utilize the voucher program, which is the subsidy program called CCIS, which is Child Care Information Services in Philadelphia. So they really have to go through that process, and they do get subsidy for child care. They need to either be working or in an educational program to receive those services. So yes, we do encourage parents to go to those sites throughout the city of Philadelphia, and we direct them based on their zip code.
And I know for new parents, I remember 100 years ago when I was a new parent.
Oh, stop.
And you're nervous
Yes.
to leave that baby, that little child, that toddler,
So
when
true.
you know it's that first time you got to do that. You got to go back to work, or you're starting work, or you're going to school. and you want to know that your child is in a place that's loving, that they're going to be well treated, that is clean, that's bright and cheerful, not a little dreary old place, and all that kind of stuff. All of your Brightside locations, all 26 of them, I'm told, are up to par.
Oh, they are. We are on either 3 to 4 stars with Keystone stars. We also subscribe to making sure that our standards, we've been around for over a quarter of a century, and we've only gotten better. And to be able to say that you've been around that long and are only improving is a great thing to be able to tell the story, because that in itself tells the story about how we came about and how long we've been around. And we make the environment so that the child can move on in a empowered way, and their families. We give them the information that they need to take their children further and be successful in any endeavor that they take on. Lifelong learning is what we promote.
Now, you also shared, and either of you ladies can answer this question, I guess, about how if there's a family that has a child or children enrolled at Brightside Academy, and maybe there's some family issues that are going down. Maybe there's a behavioral issue with one of the children or something like that. You all have like counseling services provided. This is above and beyond anything I've heard any child care center have.
Right. We do have intervention specialists that are on site. We have 2 with Brightside, and they do oversee families that do have those child care needs for child intervention. We are also an academy where we accept those therapists into our academies where children have already been evaluated and need to get services during the day. And if they are in our care, the therapists actually come to the academy to support that child. So yes, we do provide those services. The services are very unique in that parents feel nurtured and know that they can come to a location like Brightside and have that service provided. We also have Head Start, we have pre-K counts, we have Philadelphia Pre-K, and these programs also have a strong child intervention program attached to it. So yes, we are providing all of those resources to benefit our children and our families.
Now, I know you're not a fortune teller, and we don't have a crystal ball up here, but I keep hearing from the Trump administration that they're looking at possibly wiping out like Head Start or some of the other vital programs that we need for our children.
Right.
I know you can't see into the future, but do you think that could impact not only Brightside Academy, but other entities?
I want to say yes, if it went that far, it could affect us, but I'd rather say no. I'd rather say no, prayerfully no. We have too many early learning children in the city of Philadelphia that we need to educate and get them ready for the elementary education environment. So right now, the answer is yes, no no's out there that I know of.
Now, ain't no shame in my game. When I was a young mother, I was a single mom. I had the education, a college graduate, had just graduated. In fact, I graduated pregnant. So as my mother used to say, you made your bed hard, now lie in it, right? And it was really a daunting task to be a single mom, fresh out of college, had not really started my career yet, scared to death. And I had to get on public assistance for a minute until I got myself stabilized and got my first job in radio. And you know, it's tough sometimes to ask for help, and it's tough sometimes to let people know that you're going through something where you need help.
Exactly.
So I'm wondering, how do we capture the parents and often single women who have 1 or 2 babies at home, and again, they're low income, they maybe just on welfare, don't have any other kind of money coming in, and maybe they don't have the same education that I was able to get. And so they're not doing anything. They're sitting at home. They don't want to come and really talk to you because they're embarrassed to have to say, I need Pampers, I need the formula, and I need this free child care. How do we break through that shame part? You know?
I think with the family service coordinator positions and our family advocates, I think the reason the position was created successfully, and I think so, is because we reach out to them so that they don't have to feel like they have to reach out to us. I know for all of our academies, there's somebody in each of our academies that can go out there and reach out to the mothers, whether it be in the supermarkets, whether it be door to door, whether it be meeting them outside in our tables as we provided at the rec center.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons we go out and do those grassroots and try and help and reach out where we don't have to make them feel like they're the only ones out there. And we've been so successful with that, and we make people feel empowered and feel like they're not the only ones. And I can speak for myself. I was one of them, so I can actually relate. I was a mom and a college student and a single mom, and I know I had to ask for help.
Yeah.
So I can actually relay a true story and tell them, you know, it's just that little bit of help that you take that can bring you and your child over that top.
Well, so for people who want to know about these 26 locations for Brightside Academy here in the Philadelphia area, there's a website folks can go to and look and see where's the nearest one to them?
Yes, there is a website, brightsideacademy.com, and there is an 800 number, and I need a cheat sheet for that.
All right, get that cheat sheet out.
877-862, I'm sorry, 877-868-2273.
All right, say that again for us.
877-868-2273.
Okay, next question. Enrollment. Is there only a certain time of year when you can get your young person or young people signed up for Brightside Academy, or is it a year-round enrollment?
Great question.
Yeah, it is a great question. We have rolling enrollment, meaning that whenever there is a need for a parent, we are there to service them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and I do want to add as well that we are not an academy or an organization where we sit and wait for families to come to us. A big part of our mission is to outreach to those families. So yes, we're putting out there, we're outreaching, and we're doing the grassroots, but we are also servicing them in all aspects that we can.
Absolutely, and if I can expand on that a little bit, we actually make sure that enrollment is open for them all the time. If we can, we'll find them a space. I know right now all of our academies do have spaces, so please reach out to us, our website, call. We're able to make a tour happen at any given time. There's always somebody there to service a family in need.
And like you said, Brightside Academy is always doing outreach in the community, out and about everywhere.
Yes.
We're out of time, so I can't really list the places that you have coming up, but they're going to be out there all over the city. And if you want to know some of the locations where they're going to be, again, if they log on to the website, they'll get those details?
Yes.
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 All right,
if they log
website,
on
one
to-
more time.
brightsideacademy.com. The phone number is 877-868-2273.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
you
Thank
all.
you.
So thrilled to be here.
Good news,
Yes.
Brightside Academy. If we
Thank
can
you.
help get these babies up and start educating them early and all of that, and help some of these single moms, single parents and whatnot, then we will have made a difference in Philadelphia. Stay along for the ride. News You Can Use continues after this.